he will have to be leading from the front if Paris hope to demonstrate their particular brand of organized chaos, as Coach Thiago Splitter referred to it as up-tempo, as many possessions as possible, putting the opposing team on their heels in transition and getting as many easy buckets as possible. So they're the starting five. It's a two-guard backcourt of Nicolo Mannion and Leandro Bolmaro, Zach Ledee, Siobhan Shields, and Nikola Mirotic, who was questionable ahead of this game. Game time, not quite a game time decision, but he was still up in the air and undecided as to whether he was going to play earlier today. But he's got the nod, he's out on the floor. It's a two-guard backcourt of TJ Shorts and Sebastian Herrera, Tyson Ward, Mikhail Yantinen, and Kavarius Hayes, comprising the three-man front line. Mention the fact that Nikola Mirotic on the cusp of a Euroleague milestone, just 8 points away from 4,000 points in his Turkish Airlines Euroleague career. He's the 7th all-time leading scorer. Listening to Coach Ettore Messina's final instructions. So Mr. Juan Carlos Garcia, the crew chief of the officials, taking charge of this one tonight. Again, as we edge ever closer towards the end of the regular season, expect the intensity and indeed the physicality to increase. Some fans of the Little Red Shoes have made their way from the fashion capital to the city of lights. EA7 Emporio Armani Milan seek to continue their recent run of good results, particularly on the road, whereas Paris basketball desperate to get back in the winning column after conceding their last three. That make-up fixture in round 17, as we see the PIR leaders for the course of this season, TJ Shorts and Nikola Mirotic, playing such different roles for their respective teams, but each of them playing crucial roles. And the seasons that they have had reflected in their efficiency over the course of the regular season fixtures so far. So, who will make the adjustments? Who will establish their identity, their coach's philosophy more immediately here? EA7 Emporio Armani Milan, long-range sharpshooters hitting at a 40% clip from downtown. In the event that you foul them on the inside, they're the second best free throw shooting team in the competition, hitting at 83% from the stripe. Paris basketball will look to crash the boards, take care of the rock when in possession, seek to limit Milan's three-point prowess with their suffocating D on the perimeter. So the opening tip is up. And two teams tied on identical ledgers of 16 and 13, going head-to-head in this round 30 fixture. Is Paris basketball with the opening possession. TJ Shorts calling for a screen from Kavarius Hayes. Hayes rolling to the bucket, they hang it up, and Hayes bumped, I think, by Leandro Bolmaro. Couldn't get off the ground, and it's a turnover on the first trip down the floor for the team that commit the fewest turnovers per outing in the competition. Inauspicious start for them here on home floor. TJ Shorts at the top of a matchup zone for the home team. Siobhan Shield looking to back him down and use his size advantage. Doesn't get the shooter's roll. Yantinen with a solid defensive rebound. So line drive three-pointer off the mark from Sebastian Herrera. Sebastian Herrera just 3 of 13 from downtown this campaign. First action since round 28. So terrific D by Herrera, who makes amends for that errant line drive. Yantinen three-pointer bucket as Mikhail Yantinen continues to shoot the lights out from long range. That is now 7 of his last 8 games where he's made at least 1 three-pointer. And in 3 of his last 4, he's gone off for 3 made three-pointers. He gives his team the first score of the night to lead by 3. So Mannion has used his dribble, kicks it down to the corner. Bolmaro, shot clock violation, is it? But an air ball, even if it was Not a violation of the 24-second shot clock. Tough D out on the perimeter by Paris Basketball. Flat bounce pass finds Tyson Ward. 2 3-pointers from practically the same spot. And Paris Basketball landing both of them to lead by 6. It's a 2-possession affair. So Mirotic in the low post looking for a foul against Campazzo Hayes. Officials optimally placed and not interested. Nikola Mirotic cannot believe it. So that's another turnover on a trip down the floor for the visiting team. As the home fans seeking to make their presence felt in the early stages of this first period. So Campazzo Hayes out to the perimeter. Mikael Jantunen off the mark with a 3-pointer. Siobhan Shields with the rebound. Sees a seam, attacks the dots aggressively, back out to the top of the key. Zach Leday to Siobhan Shields, working the dribble. Squeezed it out to Nico Mannion. Jantunen defending on the perimeter. They dump it inside to Nikola Mirotic. Got loose, good look at the bucket to shake off Campazzo Hayes with that baseline spin move. Can't find a range as Ward looking for his second 3. This one short. Zach Leday rips down the rebound and is off and running. So it's Balmaro one-on-one with Sebastian Herrera. Leday lurking to set a screen. Hedging out to help is Campazzo Hayes, and it springs Sebastian Herrera for his second steal of the game. What a terrific effort at the defensive end he is putting forth, and it is reaping dividends. After missing his first 3-pointer, he bagged the steal down by the baseline, and then with the help of Campazzo Hayes, the pincer movement producing another turnover and an extra possession for the home team. Oh, and Leandro Balmaro has been hit with an unsportsmanlike after turning the basketball over. So 2 free throws and possession to come. It must have been deemed to be something other than a legitimate play on the basketball. Herrera would have been off to the races uncontested if not for that foul. So 2 foul shots and possession to come. Sebastian Herrera, 3 of 4 from the stripe coming into this game. Can't find a range on his first. So Herrera makes the second. 4-point trip down the floor remains a possibility after that unsportsmanlike foul on Leandro Balmaro. So onto the floor for his first Euroleague minutes, Matis Dosuyovo. Big moment for him. TJ Shorts using the massive screen that he sets, and it's a dream start for Paris Basketball. 3 points secured on that potential, on that unsportsmanlike foul call. Nico Mannion offloads, Balmaro drives baseline, runs into Tyson Ward. Scoop pass out to Zach Leday, top of the key 3-pointer is off left. And look at the battle on the baseline between Nikola Mirotic and Jantunen. TJ Short looking to put Milan's transition D on their heels. There's a mismatch out on the perimeter because TJ Short has an advantage in foot speed over Zach Leday. Bounce pass goes to the corner. Yakuba Watara lets fly and lands from downtown. Yakuba Watara with Paris Basketball's third 3-pointer of the first period, and they lead by a dozen. 4 minutes, approaching 4.5 minutes gone. And EA7 Emporio Armani Milan in search of their first score. They finally get it. Right around the 4.5-minute mark, Nico Mannion connecting from downtown, shooting at 33% from the stripe or from 3-point territory this season. Broken up on the inside. Oh, hustle play, but I think he stepped on the baseline. But Dosuyovo making his presence felt immediately. Setting that big pick at the offensive end and in the mix to fight for the loose ball here, but I think I thought he'd breached the baseline. So Mannion And the home fans doing an outstanding job making life difficult for the visiting team in terms of communication, but Siobhan Shields calmly connecting on the pull-up three-pointer. And that is now 17 straight games where Siobhan Shields has tickled the twine from downtown, and what a maiden bucket in the Turkish Airlines Euroleague for Matis Dosuyovo. A rim-rattling jam. Sees his team up by 8, 14-6 the score. So we've got a foul on, oh, it's a technical foul. What is this call here? Is this for simulation? Flopping in basketball parlance. A technical foul against Zach Leday. Let's see if we can get another look as to why that has been issued. So timeout on the floor, and Paris basketball leading by 14 points to 6 after a really impressive start to this opening period.
Two Euroleague powerhouses share the spotlight in Monaco. Face to face in this heated rivalry. Oh, what a play! Throws it down. What a thunder dunk. How about that? And a slam dunk. Special and spectacular. Who will come out on top?
So the round 30 rivalry series fixture is at the Salle Gaston Médecin. Here's another look at the technical foul assessed against Zach Leday. Still really none the wiser as to why that has been issued. We take another look at the first basket in the EuroLeague career of Matis Dosuyovo. Grew up with Leo Bray youth teams. Spent time at the Center for Basketball Excellence and Center Federal du Basketball. Already got experience in the ENGT, the Adidas Next Generation tournament, winning that with the CFBB. Been a national team member through all the age groups. Here he is on the glittering stage of the Turkish Airlines Euroleague, and he's made an immediate impression. So terrific hustle by Leo Cavalieri. So going glass, Maudo Low. It's a double-digit lead for a second time in the game. Paris basketball led 12 points to nothing before Nico Mannion ended Milan's scoring drought at around the 4.5-minute mark. Nikola Mirotic fakes the three. Cavalieri doesn't bite. Gianpaolo Ricci offloads to Mannion. Pull-up three-pointer, a difficult shot, but he drops the trifecta right in the eye of Nadir Heafy. Nico Mannion, 2 out of 2 from downtown, and all of their buckets have come from three-point territory. Their prowess showing its value tonight. Nadir Heafy off left with his three-point attempt to be scored upon, looking to issue some instant get-back, but was off the mark. Siobhan Shields driving. Now it's a traveling violation, surely. Siobhan Shields up and down. Solid defense. Moving his feet effectively was Dalton Homez. Now Siobhan Shields is saying that he was dispossessed. Watch Dalton Homez move his feet here. Staying in front of the man. Siobhan Shields trying to get it into the lane. Now he's saying he was dispossessed and came and regained possession. But the officials judging that the ball never left his control. So up and down, traveling violation is turnover number 4 by the visitors. Heafy dispossessed by Fabian Kozur. So Modo low, using the screen from Leo Cavalieri. Step back, long range Jays off the iron. Siobhan Shields with the rebound. His third rebound of the game. Remember, he hauled in half a dozen rebounds in his crucial game-winning display in the reverse fixture in round 2. Performance index of 29 is what he amassed that night. So Siobhan Shields received the inbound pass. High line zone defense being played as Nadir Heafy. Oh my goodness, Nico Mannion heating up here in the first half at the Adidas Arena. 3 out of 3 from downtown to lead all scorers, and he's got 9 of the visiting team's 12. As still, they are only dealing in long-range buckets. The #1 3-point shooting team in the competition, showing their prowess in the first period. When you consider it took practically 4.5 minutes for their first score to be put on the board, and they were down by 12 at that point, to be only trailing by 4 is some performance from EA7 Emporio Armani Milan, and it is their 3-point shot making that is keeping them in close contention with Paris basketball. So cries of défense from the crowd. Stefano Tanu checking his options from the sideline logo. Drive to the dots, kicks out. Fabian Causeur, penetration, pitch to Gianpaolo Ricci. Fight for the offensive rebound is secured by Zach Ledet. Zach Ledet offloads to Causeur, wrap around feed out to Gianpaolo Ricci. Stefano Tanu, pull up 3-pointer, and he lands it. Terrific shot making from Milan continues. All of their buckets have been from downtown. 5 made 3-pointers in the first quarter alone sees them trailing by just a single point after they were down 12-0 before registering their first basket, which invariably came from beyond the arc after 4.5 minutes of play. A remarkable performance from EA7 Emporio Armani Milan. No panic was evident in their ranks when they were trailing by that double-digit deficit. They were then down 16-6. Colin Malcolm recovering from ankle pain, so not suiting up and fighting with his basketball brethren out on the floor tonight. And those free throws ending a run of 9 straight points netted on 2 3-pointers from Nico Mannion, who has the ball now, and Stefano Tanu. That brought Milan back to within 1. It remains a 1-possession affair after that perfect trip to the line as Nico Mannion aggressively into the lane, comes up short, and then we've got a whistle on the play. Gianpaolo Ricci will be called for the foul as he was seeking to tussle with Kivarius Hayes. Well, what a first quarter produced by Nicolo Mannion. 3 out of 3 from 3-point territory. And the shots were challenged as well. A couple of those buckets dropped right in the eye of the active, aggressive defense of Nadir Heafy. TJ Shorts driving, double clutching. Zachary Day making the shot a difficult one, but on the mark for his first field goal attempt of the game is Kivarius Hayes. Just run of 4 points without reply to put Paris basketball up by 5. They've yet to trail in this fixture. Leandro Balmaro working on the perimeter. Flat pass finds Stefano Tanu. Extra pass to Fabian Causeur. Oh my goodness. This is a remarkable exhibition of 3-point shooting from the visiting team. Still, all of their buckets have come from downtown. They have made 6 of them out of the 10 they have attempted. And just as that one was, a high degree of difficulty on some of these makes. TJ Shorts showing his mid-range mastery once again. Second field goal of the game for him in his 6-point total. His team leading by 4. So Kivarius Hayes hedging out to help. Extra pass to Kozer, blocked by the rotating Mikael Jantunen. Look at him book down the right side. Terrific help defense to come from the weak side and swat that shot out of the sky. So the shot clock no longer a factor. TJ Shorts calling for a screen from Kivarius Hayes. Mismatch on the perimeter for a player of TJ Shorts' speed. Pulls up, draws a front eye and can't get it to fall. Jantunen opened up with a 3-pointer from the wing. From the identical spot, Tyson Ward stringing it calmly from downtown. He made it back-to-back 3-pointers for himself. That's the first bucket in the Euroleague career of Matis Dosujovo. TJ Shorts with 6 points in the game on efficient shooting from the field and perfect from the free-throw line. 3 helpers already as well for the joint leader in the Turkish Airlines Euroleague. Terrific help D by Jantunen. What we didn't see in that first quarter highlight montage was any of the 6 3-pointers netted by EA7 Emporio Armani Milan. All of their scoring has come from 3-point territory. You can see they've only attempted 3 2-pointers, haven't had any success inside the arc, but from outside the arc they have been absolutely lethal. Well, in this 25th year of commemoration of the modern era of the Turkish Airlines Euroleague, there we take a look at the 3 trophies that have been presented to the champions over the course of the modern era. And it is the one that remains on the center circle that the teams are fighting for this campaign. Milan, of course, already 3 Euroleague titles in their trophy cabinet. None in the modern era. 66, 87 and 88 are when their continental triumphs came. TJ Shorts, the outstanding performer of quarter number 1. So the second quarter underway here at the Adidas Arena. It's EA7 Emporio Armani Milan with the opening possession. Leaving his feet to pass, that's a violation because he tapped the ball when out of bounds, did Leandro Balmaro. That's his second turnover of the game. Had his pocket picked in the first quarter, and then when trying to recover that basketball, committed an unsportsmanlike foul. Here's the 5 on the floor for the home team. It's TJ Shorts piloting the offense once again. Deep 3-pointer from Sebastian Herrera is long and off right. TJ Shorts fakes the 3, pump fakes, sends Stefano to new flying. What a follow! Oh, an absolutely sensational play! TJ Shorts following his own miss, snatching it out of midair, and while remaining in flight, showing his shooting touch and instinct for the bucket, delicately kissing it off the glass to move to 8 points in the game and put his team up by 6. A remarkable play to open the second quarter scoring. Fabian Kozer, corner 3-pointer, is off the front iron, got his own offensive rebound as well. Wraparound feed, deflected into the hands of Tyson Ward. 2-on-1 opportunity, Tyson Ward on the fly and finishing on the fast break. Fouled in the act of shooting, he'll go to the stripe looking to add 1 more. And that is Paris basketball in microcosm. Grabbing the rebounds, aggressively running the floor, putting pressure on the transition defense and forcing them to pick their poison. It is an 8-point lead for Paris basketball, who has started this period with a burst of 4 unanswered points. Marder-C, former great player, sports director of Paris basketball in attendance, the brother of Bonjour-C, from right here in the French capital. the privilege of playing for his hometown club on the biggest continental stage of all. So it's a burst of 5 unanswered points for Paris basketball to get this second quarter underway. So we've got a whistle on the play. And having worked so hard to get themselves back into contention when they trail by double digits of 12 and 10. 12-0 and 16-6. Stefano Tanu, tough take to the rack. He'll get the continuation and go to the free throw line looking to add another. Watch him get his shoulder ahead of his opposite number 7 here, and once he's got in that position, he's got the advantage. Kavarius Hayes looking to ensure it wasn't an and one opportunity, but just couldn't get a piece of the basketball due to Tanu's terrific touch. So Stefano Tanu unable to complete the three-point play. 3 of 4 from the free throw line coming into the season. As another brick laid from downtown by Sebastian Herrera. Siobhan Shields leaving the basketball behind him. Kavarius Hayes picking up the deflection fashioned by TJ Shorts. TJ Shorts with his second steal of the game. So flat pass to Janssen, and Tyson Ward fakes the 3. Now working on Nico Mannion from the mid-post. Takes it to his chest, into the lane. Bit of a chicken wing, off the mark, and he's saying, where's my foul? The official was not interested. It's Mannion over the... Oh my goodness, what has happened? To leave Ousmane Diop flat on his back on the hardwood. Physical coming together in the open court. Let's see if we can take another look. Oh! Irresistible force meeting a movable object. So I think this play is going to be subject to review.
Public, juste un petit message. C'est l'avant-dernier match à l'Alliance Arena en ce qui concerne l'Euroleague. Chaque seconde est importante. N'hésitez pas à suivre le code par ici.
Yes, we need to check another angle. Yeah, he's waiting for the... but he didn't do anything. He just wait for him. That's it. That's it. You want another angle? No, it's enough. It's enough for me. You got it? Yes. Ah, you got it. Very good.
So after review, regular foul. Well, plenty of celebrities in the house tonight. Kevin Serafin, former national team player, the basketball representative of the French capital, is Mannion. He's a receiver here. Good movement off the basketball by Siobhan Shields to help out his teammate. Tough reception. Nico Mannion having to leap high into the air to secure that one. Stefano Tanu getting creative. 4 points in the period for EA7 Emporio Armani Milan. Takes him to 7 points in the game, and he remains perfect from the field. That was a tough bucket by the window. Brings his team back to within 5. His 2-score affair. TJ Shorts getting the shooter's roll over the outstretched arm of Siobhan Shields. TJ Shorts, the game's first double-digit scorer. 10 points and 3 helpers for him. Deflected, stolen away by Janssen, and offloads unselfishly as Tyson Ward looking to punch it on the head of Siobhan Shields. Siobhan Shields doesn't agree with the foul call that has been assessed against him. But I'm not sure he can have any complaint when you see this in slow-mo. And how is that anything other than a foul by Siobhan Shields? Right there. Got a fistful of forearm, surely. Emotional business here in the first half at the Adidas Arena, in a game where the stakes are so incredibly high. Both teams with identical records of 16 and 13. Remember, Milan won the first fixture by just 5 at the Unipol Forum. 79-74 was the score. Paris have started brilliantly, but how effectively will they have exorcised the demons of surrendering that 20-point lead at the Jalgiris Arena last week? That is outstanding hustle from Jantunen. Paris basketball's human bruise, putting his body on the line for his club once again. Just gate crashing through potential defenders and showing more desire and the ability to demonstrate that desire in a bid to secure possession for his team. He's forced a jump ball. He and Ousmane Diop will contest in midair at the nearest circle. So the tip controlled. By Milan. Mirotic offload to Siobhan Shields. Rotates it to Mannion. Diop sets the screen, rolls to the bucket. Mid-range J just inside the arc. And Nico Mannion is seeing the basket beautifully. What a first quarter he is having. Bouncing back from just a 1-point outing where he was 0 of 5 from the field in the win at Zvezda. His only point coming on 1 of 2 from the free throw line. But tonight, my goodness, as a drive and dish from TJ Short, hooks up Matis Dosuyovo for his second field goal of the game. 4 points on his Euroleague debut so far on what is perfect shooting from the field. His team leading by 8. Mannion, game's high scorer with 11. We've got an illegal screen, and it's that man once again. Jantunen, not afraid to absorb the contact, standing his ground, takes a shoulder to the chest from Mirotic. He doesn't appear particularly enamored with the call. Here's the drive and dish from TJ Short, the Euroleague joint leader in terms of helpers. And that handoff acknowledged immediately by the Euroleague debutant, Matis Dosuyovo. So it's Modolo orchestrating the point position. He receives it back from Heafy. Hesitation dribble, drives into the lane, kicks to the corner. Heafy falling right, lets the three-pointer go. Yakuba Watara with a tip. Too strong on the inside by the Euroleague debutant Dosuyovo. But again, showing that he's not overawed by the occasion. Yakuba Watara called for the foul. So Siobhan Shields cuts effectively and aggressively to receive the inbound pass. He's pulled up from the sideline logo off the front iron. Rebound secured by Dosuyovo. First rebound of the game for him. Dalton Homez offloads to Watara. Back to Heafy at the half-court logo. Gets to the dots, Euro stepping, getting the field goal away and contorting his body through a crowd to kiss it off the window, get the shooter's roll, and he'll go to the free throw line looking to add one more. What a score, what a play. Cradling the basketball to keep it away from defenders and knowing where the basket is. Finishing through the foul, and when we emerge from the timeout, it will be a trip to the free throw line for Nadir Heafy. His team have a double-digit lead. Paris basketball 34, EA7 Emporio Armani Milan 24.
Figure it out with the left. Okay? On the off-screen from Brooks. Be ready, Biggs, to give a slide like show when it comes off. Slide, but stay attached to your man also. Okay, next one. It's gonna go 1-up. Feed from the near. Okay? So on the second one, 1-up quick. On the second one, Matisse, you're gonna go instead of roll, you get an near. Alright? Let's go. Come
Well, TJ Shorts was the outstanding performer of the first quarter, and he got his buckets in a variety of ways. Creative takes to the basket, pulling up from mid-range, pump faking Stefano Tanu and drilling the missing the three-pointer, but getting the follow to fall, all while in mid-air. TJ Shorts, 10 points in the game, perfect shooting from the free throw line, along with 4 helpers and 2 steals. Currently taking a breather on the bench for Paris basketball. What a wonderful midweek privilege for those young fans here in the French capital. Seeing their basketball heroes up close and personal. And that is so often the spark of inspiration. Fuels the love of the game that lasts for a lifetime. So Nadir Heafy completes the three-point play, his team with an 11-point lead, outscoring the visitors 13-6 in this period. Mirotic driving, getting to the free throw line, having been fouled, but frustrated that he couldn't find the finish. So from a pessimist point of view, having made 6 of their 11 three-pointers in the first quarter, will the Euroleague's #1 three-point shooting team be able to continue shooting at such a terrific clip? They're 0 of 2 in this period so far, and it was the 3-ball exclusively that kept them in close contention in the first period. So Nikola Mirotic, 89% from the free throw line this season, makes the first, and that ends a run of 5 straight points posted by the home team. Nikola Mirotic gets the shooter's roll on the second. Back to within a single-digit deficit. They trail by 9. So Modo Low driving on Mannion, steps him back off the front iron. Tough rebound, Armani Brooks, and Siobhan Shields off to the races, kicks it to the corner. Mannion for 3 off the iron from downtown. Terrific offensive rebound, Siobhan Shields, and what an offload, my goodness. That was composure personified, because he was surrounded by a paint. Timeout on the floor. It's a run of 6 points without reply. That brings EA7 Emporio Armani Milan back to within 7. Nico Mannion, some outstanding first quarter shooting. And again, many of the shots were contested, but that made not a shot of difference. Nico Mannion was 3 out of 3 from downtown. 3 out of 4, having missed his only 3-point attempt in this second quarter. But that mid-range J, testament to how well he is seeing the bucket tonight. Game's leading scorer, 11 points in the game. Lethal shooting from 3-point territory. Spot of housekeeping, it's a 4-0 run. Former French national team head coach in attendance here tonight. The many stars from sports and entertainment have made their way courtside here at the Adidas Arena. So 4.5 minutes remaining in the first half. Paris basketball have led by as many as 12 in the first quarter. Dalton Hames, one-on-one with Nikola Mirotic, kicks it back to Maodo Low. step back three-pointer. Oh, drilled on the line drive three from Maodo Low. Started his offense 0 of 2 from three-point territory, but moves to 5 points in the game with that step back trifecta, ending the run of 4 straight points posted by the visitors. Nikola Mirotic squeezed it to the corner. Armani Brooks off the mark. Nadir Heafy with the rebound. So it's a 10-point lead as Heafy off the front line with the mid-range J. Gianpaolo Ricci with the tough defensive board. Mannion weaving his way through traffic and getting to the goal. Nicolo Mannion, 13 points in the game to lead all scorers, and that was a terrific move and finish through a congested, painted area. So Modo Low with a speed advantage over Gianpaolo Ricci takes it to him. Ball deflected out of bounds by Nikola Mirotic, and 4.9 seconds remain on this possession for the home team. So EA7 Emporio Armani Milan won't want to give up an easy bucket. Heafy catches, feet set beneath him off the front iron. Nadir Heafy 0 of 3 from downtown, catching instantly after receiving the inbound pass with 4.9 seconds remain on the possession. That's his game. Couldn't find a range on that occasion. Dalton Home has too much body. He'll be called for the foul, and that will send Nicolo Mannion to the free throw line. So there is Freddie Gillespie, available for coach Ettore Messina tonight. Of course, his front court partner Josh Nebo remains a long-term absentee as he continues to rehab from his arm injury. Featured on the floor since round 17. Only 4 games under the belt of Josh Nebo this season. Nicolo Mannion, 79% from the free throw line this season, an 80% shooter for his career in his 3rd campaign in the Turkish Airlines Euroleague. So Nicolo Mannion improving his percentages with that perfect trip to the stripe. Game's leading scorer with 15 points on really efficient shooting from all over the floor. His team trailing by 6 in his 2-possession affair. 3-pointer fired, and it's a foul committed by Leandro Balmaro. It will send Jansen into the free throw line, but more significantly, having picked up that unsportsmanlike, Balmaro frustrated because that's foul number 3. We won't see him again for the first half. Unsportsmanlike foul in the first quarter. 2 subsequent fouls, including this one on a 3-point shooter. And Janssen, 84% from the free throw line this season, having made 21 of 25 coming in. And Leandro Balmaro hot under the collar, having been hit with his 3rd foul. So Janssen, 2 out of 3 from the free throw line. He moves to 5 points in the game. Team with an 8-point lead. Zach Lede driving. Tavarius Hayes with the bump. Tough bucket from just outside the lane from Zach Lede. And that's his first score of the night, having gone 0 of 2 from 3-point territory previously. So TJ Shorts one-on-one with Zach Lede. Calling for 4 flat. Going to use his speed, gets to his spot. What a steal from Nicolo Mannion, my goodness. Playing outstanding basketball on both sides of the rock. Lede, corner 3-pointer off the front iron. Tyson Ward with the rebound. But Nicolo Mannion snatching that steal from out of midair to spark a transition opportunity. But TJ Short pushing in transition for Paris to move to 12 points in the game on 5 of 7 shooting from 2. So Mannion, pull-up three-pointer off the back iron. Good look at the basket. Tyson Ward contesting the shot effectively. Corner three-pointer is drilled. Not losing faith in his stroke after starting 0 of 3 from downtown. The three-pointer strung sweetly by Sebastian Herrera. Just his 4th three-pointer of the campaign. And that, believe it or not, equals his career high. He's put his team up by 11. 45-30 score for the score. Timeout on the floor.
That's it. Go your arm. No shit. No stupid shit. Go, keep going. Hey, they cannot keep up the speed. They cannot. I swear to God, they gotta go small now. Hey, rebound the motherfucker small. Everything. Switch on the big foot with you. Switch, and we fine. Right? You two switch. Right. Hey, remember, ready for blue. This time twice.
Well, apologies for the strong language audible during the course of that timeout, but Coach Thiago Splitter encouraging his players, saying that they can't live with the speed that they're bringing. Keep doing what we're doing, rebound the basketball, continuing to pump up the Paris basketball squad and strengthen their belief. The fans playing their part in that regard as well. French hip-hop royalty in the house. Again, what a wonderful treat for these youngsters out on a school night, able to enjoy what is proving to be a fantastic first half for the home team to this point. So just under a minute and a half remaining in the first half. Paris basketball's largest lead was 12 points. Their advantage is currently 11. Kavarius Hayes showing baseline to Nikola Mirotic, lurking to help is Sebastian Herrera. Ball makes its way over to Kozur. He gets rid of it like a hot potato, and he hasn't beaten the shot clock, Nicolo Mannion. He was handed something of a hospital pass, to mix our sporting metaphors. Phrase common, particularly in Sunday League football. Give teammates a football when they really can't do anything with it other than get clattered by a muscular centre half. Well, similar on a basketball floor there, because Fabian Kozur gave it to Mannion, who had to shoot it instantly if he hoped to beat the shot clock buzzer. He wasn't able to do so. Turnover is the result. 10th turnover of the game committed by the visiting team, 7 more than the 3 committed by the league leaders in that regard, Paris basketball. As Jantunen drills his 2nd three-pointer of the game to give his team their largest lead of the night. They are up by 14. Now 10 seconds of difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Siobhan Shields drives, finishing through the foul. He'll go to the free throw line, and that ends the run of 8 unanswered points posted by Paris basketball. So we have got a timeout on the floor. When we come out from this intermission, it will be a trip to the free throw line for Siobhan Shields as he seeks to complete the three-point play. His team are down by a dozen, 48-36 to score. So So Coach Ettore Messina emphasizing that he wants his squad to finish. So Siobhan Shields heading to the free throw line for the first time tonight. Made 10 consecutive free throws coming into this game. Siobhan Shields, TJ Short, setting up the half-court offense for the home team. Janssen sets a solid pick, rolls to the wing. Hit 2 3-pointers in the first half already, Janssen, and he's a dime interval. Paris basketball 48, EA7 Emporio Armani Milan 37 in a game where they have yet to lead. So TJ Shorts, for the second time in the game, named as the outstanding performer of the quarter. Teams that were tied on identical records of 16 and 13 entering this rare Tuesday night round 30 fixture. And by prevailing, they've evened up the season series. And by coming out on top by a 13-point margin, they take the head-to-head tiebreaker, having been bested by 5, 79-74 at the Unipol Forum at the start of the season in round 2. So Paris basketball bring their 3-game losing skid to an end. EA7 Emporio Armani Milan sees their 2-game winning streak on the road come to an end. And a terrific fixture where Paris basketball controlled the tempo and the terms on which this game was played. They led from opening tip to final buzzer. Milan's 3-point shooting got them back to within 1 at 16-15 after they went down by a dozen and had to wait practically 4.5 minutes for their first score. Outstanding shooting in the first quarter from 3-point territory kept them in contention at 20-18. But Paris basketball always maintained their composure, withstood the rallies that the visitors launched. And that gives us a final score at the conclusion of 4 terrific quarters of basketball, of Paris basketball 92, EA7 Emporio Armani Milan 79. This crucial fixture has gone in the way of the home team, and this is